giving up Steven Wilson could have been a high leverage guy for the Padres this year. That sucks. Giving up Zavala had some upside, could be a major league roster piece in the future. That sucks. Giving up Iriarte and Thorpe coming off of the spring trainings that they just had, seeing how well that they did, that sucks. But you know what doesn't suck? Getting Dylan Cease. And this is how I feel right now. Right now, how I feel is comparable to how I felt at the time of the Juan Soto deal. I know it was two different times, but with Juan Soto, the Padres, they gave up Robert Hassel, James Wood. They gave up a lot of talent. Mackenzie Gore, C.J. Abrams, Yarlin Susanna, Luke Voigt. It's like, man, yeah, that hurts. But you know what? They got Juan freaking Soto. And so, you know what? Hey, they swung, and I appreciate them swinging. And in order to hit a home run, you have to swing the bat. And so at least they tried. It didn't work out, but at least they tried, right? They didn't win a World Series. So therefore, like, it didn't work out, in my opinion. But this trade here, part of the Soto package they got back, trading him to the Yankees, Thorpe, right? They end up getting Dylan Cease back in this deal. But anyway, getting to comparing, right, Soto, that trade, how I felt then to how I feel now. A lot of talent given up in that National Soto trade back in 2022. And here, yeah, it sucks giving up Drew Thorpe. It sucks giving up Iriarte. I would have liked to see how those guys would have pitched for the Padres in the next few years. But who's going to be pitching for the Padres in the next couple of years? Dylan Cease, who placed second in the Cy Young in 2022. This is a guy that gives you innings. If the recent track record is going to be like the truth on what is going to happen here in this Padres tenure. This is a guy that is right up there with Joe Musgrove and Yu Darvish in this rotation. Some would say Dylan Cease is definitely the ace. He is the number one guy in this rotation. I don't really care what the order is right now. What I know is that the Padres, they probably have a better shot at making a run in the postseason now as compared to a few hours ago, compared to 24 hours ago. They feel more like a playoff team now than they did 24 hours ago. There's no doubt about that. Because, sure, there's questions about the lineup, but there's talent in the lineup. There's guys that can carry that lineup if they have good seasons. There's guys in that bullpen. There's still talent. Even without Steven Wilson, there is talent in that bullpen that can help close down games and be locked down. In the rotation, it was Darvish, it was Musgrove, and then it was, we'll see what we get. Michael King, there's talent there, but just like Seth Lugo going into last season, it wasn't clear if it was going to be super successful, him moving to the rotation full time. Johnny Brito, Randy Vasquez, Matt Waldron, Pedro Avila. What were they going to give? Matt Waldron, it looked like he was going to be the fifth starter on the opening day roster. But now that's not going to happen. You would think it. You think it'd be Johnny Brito. Would Waldron have been able to be that dominant in the regular season consistently? Start in and start out like he was pretty much this spring in Cactus League. He pitched his butt off. Like, props to him. But, I mean, what's his path now to making this roster? It's injuries, performing well in the minors if he doesn't make the opening day roster and Brito doesn't perform well. Like, it might be hard for Waldron to get a lot of playing time with this Padres team now. He just did all he could. So it's not his fault. It's AJ's fault because AJ went out and got Dylan Cease. And obviously, nothing against Matt Waldron. We'd rather have Dylan Cease in this rotation than have Matt Waldron be in this rotation. I mean, the last 3 seasons for Dylan Cease have been at least 30 starts, at least 32 starts. 32 starts in 21, 32 starts in 22, 33 starts in 23. In his last 3 years, 526 and 2/3 innings. ERA plus of 121, so 21% above league average. The walks, that's already been brought up as a little bit of an issue, but Blake Snell had some walks and he just won the Cy Young. And Dylan Cease, he gives you more innings. He gives you more starts consistently than Blake Snell. Blake Snell had a heck of a year this past year. and it sucked to lose him if he's going to pitch like that. But he was not as consistent as Dylan Cease has been the last 3 seasons.